Welcome back to Something About It. This is week 2, and we have a special guest, my husband, Lyndon Lloyd.
What an introduction. Thanks.
You're welcome. Before we get into this week's episode, this is a highly requested question that I get asked on every Q&A that I've done on Instagram, and it's been on YouTube comments and things, and it's how we planned our wedding in 2 months. And it's a question, it really is. But before we get into it, we have to give you our weekly updates.
How was your week?
My week was, before that, I'm sipping on my favorite.
Yeah, what are you drinking today?
Strawberry matcha from Kit Coffee. It truly is the best strawberry matcha in Orange County.
That's a bold claim. That's bold.
I know, and I know I haven't tried all of them, so maybe it is a little too bold to claim, but most strawberry matchas taste like fresh strawberries, which you would think like, yeah, Brie, that's what you would want it to taste like.
Right.
No, it's not what I want it to taste like. I want it to taste like artificial strawberry milk.
Really?
Yes, and that's what this one tastes like. But they make it with fresh strawberries. They told me it's strawberries, sugar, and water or whatever. So I know it's fresh. It's not artificial, but I like the taste of... I didn't even drink strawberry milk as a kid, but what I assume strawberry milk as a child must taste like.
It's like the little... I forgot the brand, but it's like the little mini milk cartons. They're like single serving drinks.
Well, Lyndon.
Well, Brie.
If you weren't homeschooled, that's what you were given at elementary school every day.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay, I wonder if
I've been outed, guys.
Our LAUSD, Los Angeles Unified School District, got breakfast every morning and lunch or whatever they would serve. The breakfast that you
What was it?
prayed for.
Tell me.
Coffee cake.
Coffee cake?
Yes. And you would take your little single carton of milk and like pour it over the coffee cake, and you would make it like soggy. It sounds horrible now.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, it was phenomenal. And if you got there early enough, it was still warm.
Wow.
It was a time to be alive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My breakfast of choice growing up was 3 Eggo waffles, half a stick of butter, and maple syrup. Not really half a stick of butter, I'm exaggerating.
A lot of butter,
A lot of butter.
Yeah, that's not my vibe. But Kit Coffee strawberry matcha is really good.
Yeah.
Weekly updates. Well, about a week ago, we got back from North Carolina.
So fun.
We were there for 10 or 11 days. It was half of October.
Yes, and for context, my family lives in North Carolina. I grew up in North Carolina, and for the last 7 years, I've probably been, on average, like once, maybe twice a year.
Which is
to visit
crazy.
home.
Yeah, like my equivalent is living 45 minutes away from my family, and I'm like, I gotta visit them every week. I'm so sad if I don't.
Yeah, but your family's amazing, and so is mine. It is.
Yeah, yours is awesome.
Yeah, my family's incredible. But it's hard, it's like a whole ordeal. You got to fly there.
No, it is. It is a trek.
Yeah, but it's so worth it. So we won't be there for Christmas. We're like, we literally have to find a time to go. And what better time to go, considering that California doesn't really have seasons very much.
I know, it's
and
the
North
worst
Carolina
part of living here.
has incredible seasons.
Yes, we were a little gypped.
We weren't gypped. We thought it was going to be like peak fall.
Orange, yellow, orange, red,
and
fall leaves, and they were barely turning yellow, but it was beautiful.
Yes, we went to the Blue Ridge Mountains.
That was insane.
And then we went and we stayed in this cabin. It was like glamping to the extreme.
Like, you can't even call that glamping. But yes, it was like
mega
Ritz-Carlton glamping.
Shout out to my parents.
Shout out
we
to
did
your
a
parents.
family we did a family trip into the mountains, and it borders the place that we stayed at. It borders the Great Smoky Mountain Range. Like, literally the property line is the Great Smoky Mountain Range.
Yeah, like
unbelievable.
You walk across your cabin and it's the Great Smoky whatever. I don't know, mountain ranges. Smoky Mountain Range, whatever.
I forgot how much of how much of my roots were like forest, mountains, southern, and then how much I've changed to become like a city person I went back. It was crazy.
We went first day, we're getting a tour of the property from this lady that works there, and I'm looking up, and there was like a few orange leaves up in the tree, and there was one red leaf, like bright red. And I said to her, like, you're telling me that red leaf was the same color as those other green leaves, because the tree was majority green. It just had a few like orange, yellow, deep red. And she looked at me like she was perplexed at my question, and then she quickly unperplexed herself and was like, yes, these were the green ones. Like, she must have wondered, where did you come from? Where are you from that you don't know what a season is? And it's Los Angeles. That is where I'm from, where I don't know seasons. And I have to say, this only really comes out this time of the year, like the September, October, November, Decembers, where I'll just mention little things like, oh, it would be so nice to wake up to a snowfall and have a white Christmas, or like be able to, I don't know, crunch my feet in the leaves.
Crunch my leaves.
And just crunch them in your hands. I don't know. Fall, winter things. That Lyndon will just be like, Brie, you're talking about the Northeast.
Like, you're talking about living on the East Coast.
I am talking about it, but I know that I love it here.
Right.
I just, like, I have to wear a short sleeve cardigan to give the vibes that it's fall, and I'm drenching in sweat. It's
That's true.
so hot today.
It is crazy. Yeah. I mean, we probably talk 3 to 4 times a week about, should we just move? And then we're like, no, we can't move. Like, for context, we're like, I think it's like 1.1 miles away from the ocean.
We're literally, like, you could walk to the beach. I don't,
so
because
nice.
I prefer other beaches.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Beggars
man.
can't be choosers, but whenever we travel, if I visit, like, Meredith in Michigan, we visit his family in North Carolina, anytime that I'm pretty much anywhere else outside of California, and I look at Zillow, I am floored at the estimated cost of, like, monthly mortgage for a house being less than our rent for an 800 square foot apartment.
Yeah.
That is
it's
ridiculous.
Actually crazy. It's crazy. But we're blessed more than we deserve. Like, we're in such a beautiful part of the world. And
so true. Wouldn't change it for a thing. I really wouldn't. No, I love Orange County so much.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Other weekly updates. I got my tattoo removed. This was my 7th or 8th session today, and it's very red and swollen, but this is the longest patience.
This is a resilient tattoo, dude.
Dude, I genuinely, like, this is what things feel like for me. My tattoo, now that I do not want it, obviously I haven't wanted it since, like, the month after I got it, it won't leave. It is the most stubborn tattoo. Okay, my hair. For the first time since 2021, I want it to be dark. And now that I want it to be dark, every time I wash it, what happens? It gets lighter.
Oh, but it looks so good now.
No, it does.
It looks amazing.
Yes, thank you. It does look really good. But, like, now that I want it dark,
mm-hmm.
it doesn't want to be dark.
Okay, wait. Can we backtrack for a second? Because
you're like, why'd you get that tattoo?
No, I am really curious, because there were so many times, like, I remember being in school and I would give myself a full sleeve. Like,
I mean, we went to a Christian college. We were
like,
tatted up those fruit of the spirits.
Yeah, back in high school, like, I would draw Sharpie all over my arm.
Yeah.
I love art. And I wanted just tattoos. And one of the best advice I got was, like, if you want a tattoo, draw it on yourself and do that for a year.
Oh, that's...
Or, like, think about it for a year.
Yeah,
and that way you've lived through, like, all 4 seasons. And if you still want it after a year, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many tattoos that I wanted to get that I was like, oh my gosh, I want that so bad. And I didn't get it, that now I would have be kicking myself in the butt that if I did get it. So what would be your advice for somebody thinking about getting a tattoo? Because you have one that you regret, obviously.
Well, for one, they are expensive. I got mine on, if it's Friday the 13th, tattoo parlors give you a discount.
Like $13 or something?
Yes. Well, no, mine was the normal cost. I don't know. It was like, unless you got it from a sheet, then it was going to be the normal cost.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think since it's such an expense, why not make other expenses towards your tattoo? For example, there's a place in West Hollywood that does semi-permanent tattoos. They last like a year and then they slowly fade.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Do that before you commit to $100-$200 tattoo that you genuinely are stuck with. But then again, there's so many, I have so many friends. Actually, this is both ways. I have so many friends that have so many tattoos and they just love it and it's what it is. And then if I'm thinking about it, 9 out of 10 of my friends that have tattoos ask me about the tattoo removal process because they want to get rid of at least one of their tattoos.
But I would say like it's probably 1 out of 10 people that I know that have tattoos where I go, all of your tattoos are awesome. Like keep them.
Yeah.
Most of the time there's just regret.
For sure.
From their end.
From
and
their
I would
end.
agree with their anyways, further updates.
I did that. I've been going to Pilates. Yesterday they played Taylor Swift at my Pilates studio.
Big deal. It's a big
No,
deal.
because it really is a big deal. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This studio plays, I feel like in Orange County, or at least in like Newport, Costa Mesa area, they are known for playing trap music. Like they are playing Fetty Wap.
Hey, what's up? Hello.
That's the vibe. And so to be in class and to hear The Fate of Ophelia as the opening song, I just knew it was going to be a good workout.
Yeah.
Yes, and
There
it
you go.
was.
I got scammed.
Lyndon got scammed.
Kind of. Basically, we
Wait,
had...
really quick.
Okay, really quick.
The last book I read was about a scammer.
Really?
Yes, like it was a thriller, but he had like 40 different names and just scammed women left and right. And you were bamboozled. Not like that, but you know.
You got catfished.
You got catfished by a pan.
A non-stick pan. I got catfished, okay? Now, granted, I don't know for sure. Maybe this pan company, I'm not going to name names, actually does provide a real valuable product to everyone except for myself. I don't... Benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
However,
Can we say?
We can say it.
Caraway pans are the pans that we had before we've been on the search because they gifted me a set when we got married. Mm-hmm. So sweet of them, so generous. Caraway. They are so expensive. And now looking back, just because the pan that we had from them was the one we use literally multiple times a day, it's been, I don't even know, like 6 months of multiple times a day use. It finally was wearing out on us. And she had to go. So we debated, like, do we just buy a new Caraway one or do we test out other brands? And we just decided, let's test out other brands for the heck of it.
For the heck of it. So here's the deal. The ceramic coating on the Caraway, we don't want any non-toxics. We want non-toxic.
Like Caraway.
Yeah, like Caraway. So I'm trying to find a solution. I'm thinking about this in my brain. And I don't know what magic Mark Zuckerberg is doing, but popping up on my Instagram ads that same day is just non-stick pan.
Did you look it up or were you just thinking about it?
I was thinking about it.
I hate when that happens.
It's so creepy. So anyways, there's this one brand that keeps popping up and I'm like, man, they're making some bold claims like there's no coating, it's never going to run out. It's like a lifetime warranty of like non-stickness. So I'm like, surely if this is true, everyone's going to have it. And of course, nobody has it. So like, surely like there's some red flags here. Anyways, I dropped like $110. I'm afraid to admit it. And I get this pan.
Which unfortunately is the cost of a non-toxic pan.
Yeah, that's the going rate these days. And it comes, I'm so excited. I open the package, I fry some eggs, and the first thing I notice is, oh, like half of my egg is stuck on the pan.
I hate when that happens because the whites are the protein.
Yeah.
It makes me so upset.
And they're just burned to the pan. It was so frustrating. And I wanted to hold on to hope so bad. And I probably tried like 15 times to cook on it. And it genuinely got worse every time I used it. So I finally today, right before this podcast, you better believe I put in a return request and I went to USPS and I sent that sucker right back to where it came.
You did what you had to do.
I did what I had to do. And in the meantime, there's pros and cons to this. The pro is I rediscovered something called a cast iron pan, which is a crazy invention, an OG. So as we speak, I have a cast iron pan in our oven being seasoned, which I'm learning about, which is where...
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, we'll give you an update next time on our pan. Maybe. If I remember.
If you want one of those, we can give you an update on that.
Anyways, that's my week. I'm trying to get back into running this week.
That's a crazy statement.
Is it?
You ran 10 miles yesterday.
I did run 10 miles
You have
yesterday.
gotten back into it.
Yeah. But I'm feeling a little...
slow.
I'm feeling a little slower than I usually am. A little bit less in shape. And I'm going this weekend, we have a friend of ours who's running a 50-mile ultra marathon.
I don't recommend.
Like, why? Like, why would you do that to yourself? I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I've done a marathon before. I think there is something about like challenging yourself, but 50 miles is like, ooh,
It's like a marathon and then another one.
that's good math.
It literally is.
Yeah.
-2.
Yeah, it's good
Point
math.
2.
Yeah. So we've got exciting things coming up this weekend.
I'll be spending the
LA.
weekend in LA at my parents' house because there's no shot that I'm sleeping in this apartment alone.
Aw, well, you'll have Blue.
Well, him and I, there's no shot. Imagine at night I would have to walk him alone. I would be freaking out.
It does get kind of sketchy at night, doesn't it?
I feel like anywhere is sketchy at night.
Welcome to LA. I grew up
We're in
never
Orange
locking
County.
my door, never having any type of security system in my house. We leave it's just, you feel safe. And here, it doesn't matter if you're in Beverly Hills or if you're in a bad part of town, you've got random people just digging through your trash in your mailbox. Just welcome to LA.
Yeah, that's normal to me, but
You can be in a $10 million house and you've got people just digging through your trash.
yeah.
Craziness.
Anyway,
Anyways,
I can't think of other. Maybe I should start writing down my weekly updates because nothing's really coming to mind. Oh, I'm reading the Twilight series right now for the first time ever, and I'm
you're
little
like 10 years late, maybe 15.
15. I'm extremely late. But
Better late than never.
Meredith, one of my best friends, is coming here for her birthday in like 10 days, and actually by the time you watch this, I think it's her birthday week. She is obsessed with Twilight right now, and she really wants to watch some of the movies, and she told me, like, Brie, please make a reading vlog of watching Twilight. I really want to watch that. So, shout out to her. That's why this video is being made, but I'm a little over halfway through the first book. It's really good. This month has broken my record for how many books I read in a month.
Tell them how many you've read.
Well, I'm on my 9th. Twilight is my 9th, and
You're
I'm
joking.
gonna finish Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn, which is
By the end of the month.
By the end of the month.
No way.
So it'll be 13. I could not do
Good
that
math.
math. 13? Yeah. That's
That is
insane.
A book, math again, every 2.8 days.
But that's
crazy.
That's how I've been reading. Like, you saw me in North Carolina. I'm locked in when I'm reading right now. I don't know what's going on.
That's crazy. Oh, speaking of reading, big update from Lyndon.
From our reader king.
I read a book.
This is a huge update, guys.
Guys, I read a book.
Yes, this specific book, our friend Sophie was reading, and he asked her, like, oh, what book is that?
I was intrigued by the cover.
Yeah, and she explained the book. He said, that sounds amazing. So he orders it, buys the book, reads a chapter 3 months ago.
3 months ago, I read one chapter. I thought it was an amazing chapter. And I would literally bring this book around with me everywhere, like thinking I was going to read it when I go to a coffee shop. And it just never happened. And then finally, I don't know what kickstarted it, but I just started reading this week. And every day I've been reading, and I finished in like 3 days maybe.
It was awesome, and awesome for me because I could read anytime, but I love reading at night. That is when I feel the most like down to lock in. And Lyndon and I normally watch Survivor, Only Murders in the Building. Like, we have little shows that we like to watch to eat dinner, and then we just watch to rot. And he had been wanting to just read instead, and I was like, count me in. Count me in for reading, because then I had accountability to read. So it was great. But those are our updates.
Yeah.
Switching gears. Talk about this week's episode, which is how we planned our wedding in under 2 months. Yeah, what you're going to get is just silence from both of us because it genuinely feels like, I'm not going to go as far as to say it feels traumatic to think about planning a wedding, but it feels so keep 6 feet of distance away from me when I think about ever having to plan. Like, we will never do that again, and I'm so thankful that we will never have to do that again.
The wedding was genuinely one of the funnest, most amazing, beautiful. It couldn't have gone better. It was the best.
Couldn't agree more, and I think so fondly about it. But then I also don't think about it very often. I just think about how fun life is married to you. Do you know what I mean?
That meant a lot.
That might be the theme of this episode, is that you can do it in 2 months because maybe we need to put a little less emphasis on the wedding planning, the wedding event, and more about the marriage.
Okay, that's a hot take, and I love it.
It kind of is a hot take. I think
that's a good take.
Thank you. It's a hot take because we did not know what we were doing, and I understand that most people are in the exact same boat when they're planning a wedding. It's not like most people weren't at their parents' wedding. If you're in your 20s like us, you may be one of the first in your friends to get married. Like, there's not a bunch of BTS behind the scenes on and around the wedding. We did not know what we were doing. Same with getting engaged, like picking wedding bands. Like, we don't know. You're like the test dummy for your own life because there's no model to follow for these things. Yeah. And then the problem is, if you're looking for a model, you're just going to look on social media and then compare yourself, good or bad, to other people and what they're doing and how they're doing it, and then you feel bad or you feel really good, and either one is bad because comparison is the thief of joy, as we know it is, and it never serves you well. Yeah. Especially with wedding stuff, because there will always be someone that has more money than you. There will always be someone that has maybe a wedding planner, maybe
their parents gave a bunch.
Yeah. So many different things. So I think the heart posture, like how your heart is before you plan a wedding, actually matters so much, because there were definitely times I fell into like wishing we could have had other things, or like wishing we had more options for things.
Sure.
And then I would just catch myself like, this is one single day. What an important day, and what an amazing day that I get to spend like confessing my love for this person that I'm going to spend my whole life with now. But it's the confession of the love that matters, not the actual event. And that's why I'm trying to engrave in your brain right now.
Yeah, I think I see both sides of it. Like, dude, you can spend probably like infinite amounts of money. Like, some problems, you just need to throw a little bit of extra money on it and the problem can get solved.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But there's some things that's like, you do just have to compromise. It's like, do you want a vintage retro photo booth at your wedding? Yeah, that'd be cool. But also, do I need to spend
$5,000?
$5,000 to rent it for 2 hours during cocktail hour? Like,
no,
I really don't. Like, I could use $5,000 on so many other things when we start our, like, that's furniture and you know what I mean? Like, there's so many other things that could be a honeymoon, like, versus 2 hours on a photo booth. If you've got the money, by all means, like, how much more fun could it be? So I think we just had to pick and choose what was important, what were non-negotiables. But it is so fun. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. It's like, it's the one day that
it's all about you.
It's all about you. You can dress up in really fun clothes.
Yeah.
And you walk down and everyone stands up and claps for you and cheers for you and watches you kiss and like profess your love for each other.
That's the worst part. All the eyes on you.
I think it's fun. It's just like,
do.
it's all of your favorite people in the world in one place to celebrate. It's just such a happy moment. Like, everyone's just so excited. It should be that way. And I think some people do get married just because of the thought of the wedding. And it's like, danger, danger, danger. That's a red flag if you're feeling that way. Let me save somebody a lifetime of pain.
So true.
I think what you're saying is really important. Like, you're marrying, if you spent the amount of time, money, and attention, that same amount on actually preparing you for your marriage, you'd have a much better marriage than a one-day party.
Yeah.
But if it is a fun party.
No, it is a double-sided coin, because I do agree with you, and I can't remember if I saw this on TikTok or if someone in real life gave me this advice, but someone told me to have, I think it was TikTok, because as I say, someone...
Great place to get advice.
It really is. I'm going to be honest. It was, have 3 non-negotiables for your wedding day that if everything else goes wrong...
Ooh, this is good advice.
These are 3 things that, like, matter the most to you.
What were your 3 non-negotiables?
I don't think I ever got to 3. I got to 2.
What were they?
1 was the most important, was I wanted an outdoor dinner party vibe. Like, I wanted Frank Sinatra. I wanted it to be outdoors as the sun was setting and long tables, family style. That was number 1.
Yep.
And number 2 was I wanted Super 8 of the day. Yes. So I knew number 1 mattered so much, and it actually did. That came in clutch, honestly, because when we were touring venues, there was one venue that we toured that we both really liked, but the dinner was inside of a tent.
Couldn't do it.
And we almost did, though.
And nothing wrong with the tent dinner.
No,
but we had a vision for what we wanted something to look like.
But we almost compromised for that spot. And that is why you needed those. You need those top 3 things because I had that in my head. Like, I know that I will be sad if my wedding doesn't have this dinner party reception outdoors.
Yes.
Why would I compromise on that? So it really helped us with finding a venue. And that is my one piece of advice, is to have the 3 non-negotiables. And then my other piece of advice is to just make decisions.
Ooh,
I feel
good
like
advice.
I mean, I think you said this, or someone may have told you this. I know this was an actual person that told us this, not TikTok. If you don't make decisions, you will never make decisions in regards to the wedding. Like, I'm a very indecisive.
If you're stuck on, like, napkin colors.
Yes.
You'll never get to the stuff that is important, and you're just going to get overwhelmed.
I'm a very indecisive person. Like, it's hard for me to decide what syrup to put in my coffee in the morning because the flavor.
There's so many good ones.
Exactly. So with the wedding, we toured not that many venues, but oh my gosh, I would spend hours and hours looking at wedding venues just online, and I could not make a decision because ultimately, if we had a backyard that we had access to that was big enough, I would have wanted to do that. I think we both would have wanted to do that. Like, we didn't need a traditional wedding venue route, but it's what we ended up going with because we didn't have, like, we wanted the backyard feel, but we didn't have a backyard. It took so long to make the decision, and the reason why we say, like, we planned a wedding in 2 months was because we had a 6-month engagement. We did not touch any wedding related things for 2 months. So we had 4 months when we were finally locking in, like, oh, we do want to get married in May. We should probably lock in now. 2 months of no decisions being made. Just venue this, venue that. We finally, in March, locked in our venue and decided. And it was because it had the outdoor reception vibe.
Yeah.
And they gave us, like, a big discount because it was 2 months away.
Speaking of, not everybody's going to be in the same financial position. If at all possible, if you're making financial decisions, like, make decisions that will set your marriage up well. Like, if you're going to make decisions that are going to put you in a whole bunch of debt starting off your marriage, it's like, ooh, tough. Because now you have to work your way out of debt as, like, day one of getting married. Yeah. Again, everyone's going to be in a different position. And, we were blessed where we had the ability to we had a small wedding, though. We didn't have that many people.
We had like 65 people.
Yeah, but that was another thing. That was another, not a non-negotiable, but it was more or less a non-negotiable that we had, was that the people that we invite are going to be actively involved in both of our lives. And
there was a few exceptions to the rule.
Very few. But the beauty of that was that you have people that just really, really know you and love you. And it was just such an intimate, fun feel. Another piece of advice that helped us in this was, I don't even know who told it to us. They said, your wedding planning will take as long as, I don't know, how do they phrase this? But, like, however long you decide it to take is how long it's going to take. So if you if you're trying to plan a wedding out for next year in 8 months, then you're going to be stressed in planning for 8 months. And if you try to plan it for 2 months, you're going to be stressed and plan it for 2 months. You might as well pick a shorter time frame. That's also realistic. Like, don't plan it for next week unless you're eloping, which would be kind of fun. But
we thought about it.
We did think about eloping. That'd be crazy.
Yes, you're very right.
Thank you. I try to be.
My brain just short-circuited and I forgot everything I was going to say.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that you love your person and you do something that works with you. It is your wedding. Everyone and their mother and your bride-to-be's or husband-to-be's mother is going to have an opinion as well about what it should look like. And you have to balance out other people's opinions versus this is your wedding. You can make your own decisions.
We really, though,
really
are so blessed by the family we both married into,
we have great
because
families.
We did not have that truly at all. Like, at all. There's no monster-in-law vibes. Like,
yeah, that'd be tough if there was so much
family
drama.
Thank God. One other thing with, if you are, the benefit of planning a wedding so quickly, if you're going the venue route, is our venue was quite literally half the cost even probably 60% less.
And they gave us like extra furniture and stuff that we could
decor
choose from.
things for free. If you're doing such a quick turnaround and they have dates available, they just want to fill the date. So they will give you the price. We got married on a Monday, but if we had gotten married on a Saturday, it would have been the same price as the Monday. There was just not a Saturday that worked for us. It was like way too early in May. We got married at the end of May. And it would have cost, like, Saturday weddings tend to be really expensive in the industry. Saturday, Sunday, weekday, any day was the same because of the quick turnaround. So if you're okay with having a quicker turnaround or you just want to get married, save some money.
Save some money.
Yeah. I didn't ask you this beforehand, so if you don't have an answer, then totally chill and fine. Do you have any regrets from the day or things you wish you had done differently, things like that? I have one that comes to mind because I still have yet to touch this footage. I wish that I had just swallowed the money and just paid the money to have a videographer or at least a video editor, because I have all of this footage on this SD card and it is so overwhelming to even look at because it's hours of our wedding day and there's not like good audio, which I didn't care about. I truly meant it when I said I wanted just Super 8 was the most important thing to me, but I have wanted to make some type of vlog for YouTube and I can't look at the footage because there's so much there. So I wish I had just hired a videographer, because I thought about doing that and then we didn't.
You still can hire an editor.
Yeah, I know. I know, but yeah. I do just wish a videographer captured the moment the way a videographer does. Sure. And just had it done, and then I could have just posted that. And not just for the sake of posting, just having like a 2.5 minute video that.
Yeah, maybe it's for like 5 years down the road. We're celebrating our 5-year anniversary, and it's like, okay, now's the time. Or like when we have our first kid, it's like, all right, now's the time to really go through this. Buckle down. Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. Any regrets I have? I don't think so. I think the one surprise that I had, I don't know if there's like anything I would have done differently, because I did my best to enjoy it, and goodness gracious, I really enjoyed the day. Like, I was just shocked at how fast it went.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I didn't like it's a multi-hour event.
Yes.
But it was just like, you're just going from thing to thing to thing, and even at dinner we're trying to like go and meet everybody, and then all of a sudden it's hey, we need you over here for photos, and I need you to go sit back down, and you'll get to those people in a minute, and then
we never get to go to those
before
people.
You know, it's like we're on to the next thing, and you're just doing your best to absorb it all and enjoy it all, and you're in your getaway car driving away, and you're like, holy crap, we're married.
In a getaway car.
Whoa. Yeah, it's wild. It was a crazy fast experience.
I do wish.
Tell me.
Another thing, because again, I'm saying all these things. I'm so happy with how the day went. I do not care enough about any of these things to actually have like regret of any kind.
Sure.
I wish we had just gone to cocktail hour and not taken photos during cocktail hour.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I just think we got really great photos. Like, I mean, maybe if we had cut the time in half, I just wish we went to more of it. Like, we caught the last 10 minutes of it.
And people were already kind of transitioning into the next,
which was fine. But I think we would have had so much fun during our cocktail hour. Looked so fun. Like, everyone was raving about the matcha and the coffee, and
it's good coffee and matcha.
Sidecar donuts.
Woo. Shout out my dad.
We never even got to eat the donuts. You couldn't even eat anything that day. Like, our friends were forcing us to eat dinner.
Yeah, we have good friends.
You do not have hunger. You're just like, what's going on? Yeah.
It's so fun. Oh, that was such a fun day.
It was such a fun day.
Love you.
So happy with who I chose to marry.
Oh, thanks.
But
feelings are mutual.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Have a budget. Stick to your budget. Find ways to work through and around your budget. I am not a huge DIYer. I mean, I do my best where and how I can.
You crush so much DIY though.
I know, but like
menus.
It was intense for me.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't really come that naturally to me, but where you can cut corners to save money, go to Michael's, go to Hobby Lobby. Every week they have different things that are like literally 50% off. We found random wedding decor at both of those places. Like, I don't know, table numbers. Like, it sounds like these things that aren't as expensive are worth just buying to save the time. But our table numbers, I was even looking on Facebook Marketplace, were ranging $50 to $100. I made them at Staples for $2.50. And
okay, DIY.
Yeah, our venue just like clipped it to the tables. And that, if you think of all the DIYs that you could do, like little things like that, you ultimately are saving hundreds of dollars from the little things.
It adds up. There are so many pieces to the wedding. So like anything and everything is going to add up in terms of saving. Here's another tip. Delegate tasks. This is a community effort. It's a community day. Everyone's coming around you to celebrate you. And if you ask people to help that love you, people are willing to, like, we had so many people say like, anything you need, let us know. And we'd be like, yeah. And we just try to do it on our own. And we just get so stressed. And then finally in the end, it's just, you got to release some of it. And you're like, I need you to do this.
We tried not to do that. I think you just feel bad in your life if you ask for help, but it truly is. And I'm sure this is similar, like when you have a child too, like your community comes around, DoorDashes you food or makes you food.
Sure.
It truly is the one time that people truly, truly mean it, that they want to come and help you.
Yeah.
We had these like I ordered flower baskets for the aisles because I wanted there to be like petals that people could throw at the end of the ceremony. I ordered them on Amazon literally a day before the wedding or 2 days before, like a day before we were leaving for our Airbnbs. Okay, they came in the mail. They were literally half the size of my hand. Like, they were for a literal baby. Like, they were flower baskets for a baby. So
I like opened the box. I'm like, what in the world is this for?
It was so sad. I was like, oh my $15 for 10 of them. Like, what a good deal. And we ended up last minute asking one of Lyndon's friends that came in from Mexico to go to like Hobby Lobby or something. We had our other friends, Sage and Harry, going to a different Hobby Lobby in a different part of town. And between the two of them, there was enough flower baskets. They were mismatched, but it was really cute to fill the aisle seats. Like, random things like that. Get on your community. They want to be there for you.
Total side note about community. A wedding.
Oh my gosh.
You already know what I'm going to say. Reveals like people. It reveals where you stand in friendship with people.
Yes.
More than anything else. There's people that are kind of like out on the fringes that out of the woodworks will do anything. Will like take a bullet for you to serve you during your wedding.
Crazy.
And there were people that were just doing the most in the best way just to help us, to love us, just showed up for us.
Yeah.
And then people that you assume that you're really close to just all of a sudden like fade into the bushes and decide that, I don't know. But it's just funny. It's really, really interesting how that, and someone told us that would happen and we were like, what? No way. And then you see it happen. You're like, oh man.
There's honestly so many incidents of that we like that are in my head right now from our wedding, and even things that happened post-wedding with people. It's just so many different things like that where you're like, wow, it really is true. Someone told us weddings really reveal like the character of the people around you, and it's sad. And the opposite of that, happy, is that the random people that you're not as close to that came through, you're like, whoa, this is like a real genuine friendship that I didn't even realize I had, and now I totally believe and know that we're good friends. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's cool.
I think that's it for the episode.
I think that's a good wrap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on my cast iron that's baking in the oven.
Yeah, probably at like 500 degrees.
450 for an hour.
Lyndon,
hello.
Thanks for being on this week's episode.
Guys, let me know, or let her know. I won't look at the comments, but let her know if you want me back at any point. I had a great time, Bree. I'm so excited for where this podcast is going to go, and I can't wait to be your number one listener. And? Number one rater. Oh. I don't know. Everyone go give this a 5-star. Okay, love you guys. Bye, guys. Bye.